Recently, our yearbook asked parents for baby pictures of this year's seniors, and my parents thought it would be cute to use this one without telling me. Yeah, the yearbook staff was not pleased. I don't think they liked my pose. You see, I was a breech baby, which is not cute. The CDC reports that breech births can be fatal, but routine ultrasounds saved my life. Ultrasound sounds far above the frequencies that humans can hear. When we think of ultrasound, we think of imaging, overlooking that these pictures are created by sound. Today, 150 years after its inception, ultrasound is revolutionizing not just how well we see, but how well we hear. So, let's put the sound back into ultrasound. First, we'll listen in on the evolution of this technology. Then, eavesdrop on its vital role in improving how we hear, before finally, turning up the volume on its implications for everyone in our increasingly noisy society. Long before humans had conceived of hidden sound waves, ultrasound was being used by animals, such as bats. According to Nature.com, in 1794, physiologist Lazzaro Spallanzani studied bats and found that they rely on ultrasonic echoes to navigate. A century later, humans learned to mimic this when physicists Jacques and Pierre Curie discovered that when they zapped certain crystals with electricity, they emitted ultrasound, just like bats. This worked in reverse too. When the waves bounced back to the crystals, they generated an electric signal, allowing humans to better detect the world around them, without needing to hang upside down in a cave. According to Smithsonian, this revelation became the basis for the earliest ultrasound technology, sonar, soon becoming crucial for navigation after the Titanic sank in 1912. Sonar only became more prevalent during World War I, with our need to detect enemy or yellow submarines in combat. The same ultrasound principles used to hear submarines weren't used for fetal imaging until 1958. Medical imaging can provide extremely important pictures, but the same technology can use sound to help people of all ages and genders, especially those with hearing loss. Audiology Online explains that highly focused beams of ultrasound can act as carriers, or tubes, for other audible sounds. Like a spotlight, they can be aimed wherever the listener needs them. A revolutionary system called hypersound connects two speakers to a TV and emits these ultrasonic beams to a sweet spot in your room. You enjoy crystal clear amplified audio, while others in the room don't hear a thing. Ultrasound, sounds that can't be heard, are helping people hear again, eliminating the need for traditional hearing aids. What's more, hypersound could enhance understanding if installed in hospitals. According to ear surgeon Dr. Chad Ruffin, people with hearing loss are much more likely to misunderstand directions from their doctors or in healthcare settings, so they are at a much higher risk for contagious diseases, such as COVID-19. The implications of ultrasound are loud and clear. To learn why ultrasound might overtake hearing aids, I consulted two hearing loss experts. My grandparents. Whenever I visit, I can't help noticing how loud their TV is, and they're always making me speak up. Still, my grandfather insists he doesn't need assistance, and I was surprised to learn my grandmother does wear hearing aids. When I said I'd never noticed them, she said, "Well, I hope not." Now, my grandparents began to lose their hearing late in life, but hearing loss affects all ages, making this new technology even more relevant. According to the Department of Health and Human Services, approximately 1 in 5 Americans above the age of 12 experience hearing challenges, including 6.5 million teenagers our age. In his book, Volume Control: Hearing in a Deafening World, David Owen notes that our ability to deafen ourselves with ordinary activities has never been greater. It turns out hearing evolved long before cars, my neighbor's dog, earbuds, Gordon Ramsay, or the 7 billion other people today. The World Health Organization estimates that the number of people worldwide with hearing loss will double from nearly 500 million to over 900 million in the next 30 years. But inventions like hypersound, using the same ultrasound technology that helped me safely enter the world, could help my grandparents to enjoy the sounds around them once again. All this from a force we can barely tell is there. This is the power of the sound of silence. So the yearbook staff informed me that they weren't going to use my fetal sonogram. They said it doesn't look anything like me. It's not nearly as cute. But let's not forget that it's what made it possible for me to be here today. We've explored the history of ultrasound, its applications for the hard of hearing, and the implications it has for all generations. Ultrasound shows us that just because a sound is silent doesn't mean it goes unheard.